What if I told you were designed to be great? In fact, the reality is you were created to accomplish something significant, something special. In life, there are roadblocks that may try to derail you. But guess what? You can look at those challenges and see them as opportunities. Opportunities to grow, opportunities to soar, opportunities to get your music out. Your music is essential. It is needed. And no, we're not talking about melodies, half notes, or treble clefs. Your music is your purpose, the reason for your existence. Walk with us as we embark on this journey to get our music out.
All right, yo, what's good, babe?
Hey,
We are back with another episode of Get Your Music Out.
get your life right.
Get
No,
your
stop.
life right. Yeah, man, it's your boy
Oh
Life.
boy, this is pass.
And it's past, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, we are here and we are excited to, present this, this episode to our brothers and sisters out there holding it down. You know what I mean? So we are excited about today's topic, man.
Yeah,
just
we're
gotta-
in a series still though.
Yeah, we're in a series.
Of like overcoming roadblocks, to getting your music out.
Right. Right. And so, roadblocks. If you wanted to define roadblocks, in fact, I think I even actually wrote it out here. So a roadblock is a figurative obstruction or challenge that prevents you from making progress towards a goal or achieving an objective. You know what I mean? It's a lot of words.
Words.
You know what I mean? So it's pretty much, certain things that keeps you from fulfilling a goal, keeps you from fulfilling a task, keeps you from getting your music out,
Right.
keep you from getting that idea out. So I feel like we got to constantly reiterate what this whole phrase of get your music out is,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Just this disclaimer, we just got to let you know that to getting the music out is not a melody or getting a symphony or getting some kind of musical song or track out.
But in a sense, it is. It's getting the symphony of your life out, the
100%.
music or the track of your life out.
100%. And, I love that, we can use that analogy, which we didn't coin. It wasn't, it didn't come from us, but we're using that analogy to just paint a picture of how our life is like music, right? And it's like we want to make sure that we are, becoming a sound that's very harmonious, right? A sound that's very, sweet to the spirit, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, right? And I love, if we think about song and singing, right, we think of how Christ in Zephaniah, I think 3:17 talks about, or not Christ, God, says that he sings over us, right? And, anyway, it's just dope way to kind of like think about that.
So if he's singing over us, what is he singing over us?
Yeah, I believe it's songs of deliverance, right? He's singing a lot of song of deliverance, wanting you to get from one point to the next. God doesn't want any of his children stuck. He doesn't want us blocked by problems, circumstances, you know what I mean, trauma, and that's a big one, But yeah, so the whole roadblock.
Even personal
trauma, or is it personal trauma?
Wait, we're talking about personal.
I think it's personal. What is it? No, not lies.
It's just personal roadblocks.
Yeah. Personal roadblocks. Exactly.
Yeah.
Personal roadblocks, right?
Yeah.
So,
and it's funny how you said how God sings over us, because like if he's singing songs of deliverance over us, so even our personal roadblocks don't stand a chance.
Oh man, that's good. That's good. Say that for somebody in the back.
I don't know what I said though.
Your personal roadblock doesn't stand a chance in the
that's
hand of the man's.
That's good right there.
God, you are the man, and we love you forever. But so, what are some personal roadblocks? If you were to examine your life, you know what I mean, and start to kind of like pick things away and say, what are some things that's chipping at my faith or chipping at my belief system, right? Those could be considered a roadblocks, right? A roadblock, right? So, what are some personal roadblocks that we deal with? What do you think, babe?
So, I mean, if we're keeping it, like
buck.
in context, of like trying to get what you need to get out, I think a major area would be like self-doubt, like just, I don't know if I could do this. am I equipped? Am I smart enough? Am I engaging enough? You know, or does anybody care to hear what I have to say? Or,
Wow.
you know, does anyone care to hear my music?
Whew. That's
Right?
big, bro.
Right? Does anyone care to hear what God has placed me on this earth
To
to
do.
sing,
To
to
sing, yeah.
deliver, to
Right.
perform?
Right.
You know? Does anyone care?
Yeah.
You know? But really, like us doubting, yeah, it's tough, you know?
That's deep. That's deep, though. I want you to park there a little bit. Does anyone care about what I have to say, what I have to deliver? Anyone here? Anyone? I'm a musician. I'm an artist, right? Now, I get it, man. Like, you put out a video, you put out a song, and, you know, one of the things that I hate as an artist, an independent artist, is at the end of the year review. You know what I mean? When, you know, there's something called on Spotify that you get the end of the year, like how many people were listening, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And, you know, how many streams you got and all that stuff,
Okay.
and how many different countries and stuff like that
Wow.
that's tapping into your music. And I be seeing people like, yo, I got 1 million views, a million streamers, like 10 million streams.
Wow.
And I'm like, man, I only got like 1,000. I'm like, what's good? That's not, you know what I mean? Even though it's something, but it's not like, it's not something that you want to share with the world. It's
Right.
not something that's a bragging right.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? You know, and us as musicians, as artists, you want to know that you're putting out music that's touching the masses, that
Yeah.
people are tapping in with, people are connecting to your sound and to your music, you know what I'm saying? And it actually encourages you to continue to create more music for that fan base. So imagine being a starving artist or artist, you know what I mean, or a musician, or just a person, you know what I mean, in general, who has something to deliver and no one's tapping in. Now, I could say I got 1,000, I may have like a few hundred that tap in, but you know, imagine you ain't got nobody, right? That could be very discouraging. Now, having that as a context, if you think about it, like having no one, from what you see, no one's tapping in, right? Based on whatever the statistics that you see, right? Does that stop you from creating? Does it stop you from?
That could actually support the doubt, the
It can
self-doubt.
support the doubt.
Unless if you frame it in a way that, you know, if it is that you reach that one person, you know. So I think it's how we frame it, you know. Is the end goal to reach millions? Yeah, that would be great. But how about if all of the effort was just for one, right?
And we got biblical like examples.
Examples, right? So like even if it's for that one, you never know if by you doing that thing and it's for that one, who knows? Maybe that one will then set off a chain reaction,
Wow.
right? But you would still have to be in place to do your part. Don't let doubt stop you. Don't let the self-doubt stop you, because you don't know who else you'll be stopping.
Yo, babe, you know, as you're saying this, I'm thinking of Jeremiah, of Isaiah. Isaiah, I think he prophesied for, I want to say 60 years or 46 years or something to that degree, some wild numbers. And
Crazy.
no one was listening to his message.
Noah.
You know, Noah preached
He
for many
only
years.
got his family on the boat.
Right. Jeremiah prophesied for 40 years.
And he did some crazy stuff too.
And not one person got converted. You would think that
crazy.
he was pastoring for 40 years and not one
40
person
years.
got converted and came to his church. Is that success or is it unsuccessful?
I think that's really the question.
Right.
Who's determining?
Who determines your success? Right? Is it the you know, social media
Algorithm.
the algorithm, you know, the what we see online, like this person went viral, so that looks. But it's funny because yo, sometimes I be tapping into people that's probably not even known, right? But they have so much value that they bring to the table, right? And so but the crazy thing is that some people don't tap in. See, we're in a system and in a culture that, you know, we tend to jump on things that are already lit, things that's already popping, things that's already viral. You know what I mean? And if we're not careful, we'll miss out on value. We'll miss out on something that is special and organic. You know what I mean? In its infant stage. You know what I'm saying? Like this, what we're doing right now is very infant. is very like
Right.
we
We trying to figure it out.
we trying to figure out as we go through. You know what I'm saying? But I believe God has processed us, right?
Right.
He processed us, you know what I mean, for such a time as this, to be able to share wisdom, to share our life experiences, you know what I'm saying? So we can, help someone else out, you know what I mean? And it's valuable. Why? Because we're being obedient to what God is telling us to do. We're getting it out, you know what I'm saying? So as long as, so one of the things that we can say that could keep you from, those roadblocks, right? How do you flip the script on personal roadblocks or like self-doubt is by, obeying God, right? I think that's what it is. I guess, right? It sounds good, right? When we obey God, like so in order to obey God, you got to know what he's telling you to do.
True.
Going back to the whole idea of getting direction from the Lord, right? Knowing what it is that he's calling you to do. Once you're clear on that, because and I said something in my book, Daily Jumpstart. Daily Jumpstart, another fly, let's go, baby. And I said something about a quote. I said a quote that the closer you get to Jesus, the clearer he becomes. You know what I'm saying? And I think
Clarity.
And the clearer he becomes, the more dimmer everyone else around you become. You know what I mean? So
Including yourself?
including your own personal right hiccups and setbacks and insecurities and whatever. So we're talking about personal roadblocks. Once you can identify your personal roadblock, then you'll be able to know how to navigate the right way and start getting things out, right? So
my favorite personal roadblock to actually talk about is comparison.
Wow. Babe, I don't think you want to open that can of worms.
Because, bro,
that's big.
Like, who said that we all gotta talk the same? Who said we all gotta sing the same riff? Who said, or the same run? Who said that we gotta be in the same place for every podcast? Who said...
That's your idea, by the way.
No, I'm just trying to understand. Like, who made up these rules? Like, I'm trying to understand. And sometimes we would say things like,
who said that your daughter got to be quiet in the background while she's pouting?
Right.
Who said she got to be
that?
quiet?
Who
Let
said
her
that
cry.
we gotta edit that out?
Yeah, if she's crying because,
whatever reason.
no one want to help her get on the Wi-Fi or whatever. Anyway, so let's continue.
Yes, that's a part of life, So.
But Hannah, on the real, please.
Yeah, you gotta stop.
You have to stop.